Well, welcome viewers to the 2024 TPL or Tag Premier League competition, tournament I should say. We had our last inaugural tournament in 2021, and due to a busy schedule we've had to delay this year's tournament, but we're excited to be back in sunny Cape Town. Beautiful weather for a bit of tag. First up, we have the Bulldogs versus the Vikings playing in the first match. We have a referee in the middle there, Zoe. Will be taking control of this match, so it should be a well-controlled match and very exciting game. Vikings, who are fairly new to tag. In fact, some of these players might be playing for the first time, but you can see there's a lot of youth and a lot of talent there. So it should be good for a good game. And then the Bulldogs, obviously with a few experienced players and a few World Cup players from last year's World Cup in the team, so that should be also exciting. Yeah, pretty excited for today. And if you're tuning in from somewhere in the world where it's the morning, good morning to you. And if you're just about to go to bed or decided to stay up and watch a bit of tag, welcome, good night, just in case you fall off to sleep, which I highly doubt you will, because the games will be all exciting. So just getting ready for kickoff for the first match, which seems to be the Vikings who are kicking off. Tag has 8 players on the field and as many reserves as you are allowed to have in your tournament. And here we go, the kickoff. Tigers kickoff, stopped there by the Bulldogs. Giving out, swinging the ball out early. Great meters there. Bit of contact there. Referees happy to play on. Stoffel's there with the ball, onto Chadwin. Both players who represented South Africa at the Tag International World Cup. Great little spin there, and she's away, the half break, and just gets clipped on the heels and falls down. Stoffel's with the ball. Bulldogs looking to throw it wide. Great hands there. Ethan makes the braid, passes on. Try time. 2 points for the Bulldogs. If you're wondering why it's 2 points, when a female scores the try, it's worth 2 points, and when the male scores, it's 1 point. And in the box, it's 2 points for the males and 3 points for the females. Ethan Rogers' experience showing there by just waiting for his player. Great take there from the Vikings. Little show and go there. Tag there by Mike Evett, one of the co-captains of the Bulldogs. Little basketball pass out there. Little skip hands, great hands from the Vikings. Great tag. Viking looking very confident there in their first tag tournament. A little bit of footwork there. Pretty hard to get past Stoffel's experienced player. Great footwork there, and the Vikings, oh, unfortunately, the Vikings has run back into the field of play. So in tag rules, you are not allowed to run back into the field of play once you've passed the try line, but the ref has allowed them to play the ball. Vikings still on the attack. Ball's gone, tag called by ref. Unlucky there by the Vikings. Close to having their first try, play on called. Changeover called by the ref. No, still Vikings ball. Fifth and last, oh, tag 2. My apologies. Seems like a lot of the tags are flying away. Players just setting themselves up. Great passing there, good hands. Tag there by Ethan Rogers. Vikings basic skills looking good for first timers. You can see the youth, the confidence and the youthfulness there is showing. He'll kick for himself, a grubber kick. For those new to the sport, in tag you're allowed to kick on any tag. You just have to make sure that it's a grubber or below the referee's shoulder. Bulldogs on attack now. Little dart from dummy half from Chadwin Smith there. Almost gets around. Some good meters from the experienced Chadwin Smith. Tag there, little half break there from Mike Evitt. Todd Jacobs on the break. Chased valiantly by, great try. Bonus point, 2 points scored there by Todd Jacobs, another World Cup player who played in the men's opens in last year's Tag World Cup. At only 17, showed a lot of confidence playing against some experienced players last year, and definitely a player for the future. Bulldogs to kick off. Again, with those new to the sport, try scorer kicks off by other co-captain Stoffels. Great hands there from Vikings. Oh, accidental contact there. Referee Zoe has given it to the Vikings. Kick for himself, great pickup. Great tag by Stoffels. Nice little individual play there from the Vikings. Little dart from dummy half, little over the head pass, gone backward, picked up there by referee, has called it back. Is it a penalty? Referee's called a penalty for grabbing. Vikings get a repeat set, so the tackle count starts again. Little kick for himself. Great tag there from Ethan Rogers, but good little individual play there from the Vikings number 10. Little dart from dummy half, another great tag by Ethan Rogers. Vikings seem to be bunching up here. Might be a set play there. Little footwork there, and he's through. Vikings with the ball. Long pass, unlucky with the hands. Great pickup. Great pickup there from the Bulldogs, and a great chase from the Vikings. Will he get him? Great effort in chase, but 2 points in the bonus box by the Bulldogs. Great little effort there from the chaser. Little showmanship from the Bulldogs there towards the camera. It's definitely not a shy one there. Bulldogs leading 6-0 at the moment. Ethan Rogers to kick off. Great kick off there. Off the foot, the ref says. It's a bit of play on. Tag there from Villain Prinsloo. Didn't go last year to the 2023 World Cup, but was a great member of the men's opens team in 2018. Also a experienced and seasoned tagger. Bulldogs. Quick hands there, nice little hands. Little knock on there. Ref plays on. Stoffels in the box, 2 points, bonus try by the co-captain, Mikael Stoffels. Going back to Willem Prinsloo, we'll be hoping to make the men's 30s teams this year. Ball's playing, gone behind the line. Great kickoff there by the Bulldogs. Drop out by the Vikings. Again, if you're new to tag, if the ball goes over the try line and a kickoff, the receiving team has to drop out. It's an in-goal drop out. Bulldogs are hard on attack at the moment. Going down the left side. Good little run there. Defense seems to be holding up. Little wraparound play. Little knock on there. 6 more. Repeat set for the Bulldogs. Long ball by Willem. Great pickup. Great try in the corner. 2 points. Great vision there from Willem Prinsloo with the bridge pass. Showing all his experience in that little play, and a neat little pickup there from the winger. Tag there. Number 6 who just scored there is Nula Levy. A known name in Cape Town. Father obviously part of the Stormers coaching team. So not surprised to see her playing any form of rugby, specifically tag. Nice little spread of the ball there for the Vikings. Vikings on the attack. Great rush defense there by the Bulldogs. Little kick for himself there. Great cover by the defense. Ethan Rogers picks up the ball and is off. Ethan's got a lot of pace. Another great chase there. And handed over to the supporting player. 2 points. Again, great experience shown there by Ethan Rogers. Bulldogs up by 12 points. My apologies. Experience showed here. What you're about to see, viewers, is what we call mercy rules. If a team is 10 points ahead, the team that's behind gets a free tap at halfway. So you will see referee Zoe call up the Vikings to take play at halfway. Slight little forward there, but we'll blame the wind on that one. Carried forward by the wind. Bit of footwork there. Slight little handoff there. Vikings on the attack. Another little kick and chase. Regather. Great try by the Vikings. 1 point in the corner to their number 7. Great little individual play there. Little shout out to Stephen Barry from Great Britain, who generally, that's his ace up his sleeves, the little grubber and regather. He's probably watching some clips there of old mate Stephen Barry. Kick off there, almost going over the dead ball line. Recovered by Stoffels. Bulldogs on the attack. Little shimmy there. They're away. Little tip on there. Chadwin Smith. Little offload. Bulldogs looking to run it. Oh, unlucky there by the Bulldogs. Little error there. Got saved there. The Vikings will take a tap at 10 meters. No marker there at the moment. Little footwork there, little pirouette. Little switch of play there from the Vikings. Tag 1 called there by referee Zoe. Vikings deep in their half. Little spin there. Little trickster there, but not too tricky for the experienced Chadwin Smith, who was part of the first mixed opens team to tour Ireland in 2019, and has obviously grown in his experience with the Tagbach family. Vikings at halfway now. Little show and go there, little switcher play. Little tip on there from Stoffels. Missed tag there from the Vikings. Vikings for the corner. Gets there. 1 point to the Bulldogs. Stoffels once again showing all his experience there. Just a little team list from the Bulldogs. Their captain Mike Evett, co-captain Mish Stoffels, Ethan Rogers, Todd Jacobs, Chadwin Smith, Michelle Bennett, Noah Levy, Imad Haribi, Tafik Mother, Imran Hodson, Zaire Maya, Rahesh Adams, Utman Sambo, and Willem Prinsloo. That is your Bulldogs team for this tournament. We'll get an update on the Vikings team list there. The Vikings have another attack inside the Bulldogs half. Little switcher play there. Pressure. Referee calls a knock on. Great effort there from the Vikings, and equally as good defense from Ethan Rogers. Ethan Rogers with a footwork there, great tag there from the Vikings, number 7. Going down the short side. Missed tag there. As you can see, Vikings number 7 disappointed in that missed tag. Great hands. Little goose step there from the Bulldogs. Little over the head pass, cleaned up there by the Vikings. Change over. Bulldogs getting a bit excited there on the try line. It's white line fever, as they would say, but also great pressure and scramble defense from the Vikings. Vikings on an attack. Or footwork there. Tagged by Willem Prinsloo. Very hard to get past an experienced campaigner like Willem. Little half break there. Little chip and chase there for herself. Some speed there coming from the Vikings. Well regathered and easy meters there by the number 9. Little jump there. Referees called jump or handoff. Again, if you're new to tag, you cannot jump and you cannot hand off in tag. It generally results in a penalty. Vikings player sees a half gap there. Nice little hip swivel there. Great try there from the Vikings, 2 points. Great little hip movement there by the Vikings, 2 points. Really great ball position there from the Vikings, working their way down the field and just being patient and eventually getting a well-deserved try there. As the game goes on and with this heat starting to amp up a little bit, players will start to feel it. So a lot of hydration. Intercept there by Ethan Rogers. Tag made there. Just as well. Both Ethan Rogers and Todd Jacobs were on the breakaway there. Chadwin Smith runs down, little dummy, little show and go by Chadwin Smith. There he goes. Great little evasion there. Oh! Passes it on to get extra points in the box, and unfortunately just a little knock on there by the Bulldogs player. Great tag there by Chadwin Smith. As you can see from this first match, tag is a wonderful game for all sizes and both male and females, boys and girls, non-contact sport, non-tackle sport I should say, and can easily be enjoyed by many different types of players. That's half time there. Number 7 just kicks it to touch. Little trick that he's probably picked up from the rugby community here. And that is our half time for the first game. Bulldogs leading by 13-3 at the moment. So a lot of catch up needed from the Vikings, but considering it's their first little session or first tournament, they seem to be holding themselves against some pretty experienced team. But that is half time, and we'll see you in a couple minutes for the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this first match between the Bulldogs and newcomers Titans. Bulldogs up by 13-3. Kickoff by Mike Everett, the captain. Great hands there, nicely taken from the Vikings player. Swings the ball early, an unfortunate error there. Knock on, played there. Chadwin on the attack. Tag, one there. Bulldogs will be looking to secure this win. Tag called by referee. Bulldogs coming down the blind side there. Little shimmy, accidental contact there, but tag made before. Wayward pass there, footwork. Great tag from the Vikings. Slow play the ball there, just setting themselves up. Little switcher play there for the captain. Dive there, try. 2 points to the skipper, Mike Everett. One of our older campaigners, hoping to make the men's 30s team. Mike has had a couple of tests for the men's opens at the end of 2022 against Great Britain, who were kind enough to come down and give our players a bit of exposure. The Vikings on the attack. Penalty there given away by the ref for pulling. Tap and pass there by the Vikings. A little spin into the gap there. Covered up nicely there by Vice Captain Stoffels. Oh, little hands there. Great try. Try in the corner for the Vikings. 1 point. Great set play there for the Vikings, newcomers. Tell you what, these young players don't seem to be lacking confidence. Still mercy rule, Vikings to take the ball. Little wayward pass there, cleaned up there by Todd Jacobs. Penalty given away by ref. Discipline there, ill discipline I should say, from the Bulldogs. Here we go, a hot stepper from the Vikings. Late tag there. Play on called by the ref. He can pass the ball there. Didn't move. Again, for your newcomers to tag, if you have one tag, you are allowed to catch the ball and pass it immediately. You cannot advance more than 3 steps, if my memory is correct, which these days is not really a strength of mine, but nevertheless, Bulldogs on the attack. Levy, little half break there. Bulldogs going down the blind side, little kick there. Stoffels kicks for himself, regathers. Second kick called by the ref. As per the tag rules, you cannot kick twice. You can kick once, regather the ball, and then, only then you're able to kick again. But the ball must be picked up. A half break there by the Vikings, and again Stoffels with solid defense there. Ball gone backwards. Penalty given to the Bulldogs. Again, another tag rule is you cannot fall on the ball, whether on a kick or a loose pass. Great tag there from the number 3 Vikings player. If you're wondering why you can't dive on the ball, it is obviously a safety rule. Neat little play there by the blind side. Try in the corner. 1 point to the Bulldogs. Once again, Willem Prinsloo showing his experience there. Still got the pace and the vision there. We're definitely looking to add him into the 30s men's opens team, who will be coached by Jody, who is one of our coaches based out of UK. So she will definitely be keeping a close eye on Willem Punslow and Mike Evett as our more senior players. Penalty given there, as I mentioned before. If you receive the ball with one tag, you can catch and you can pass. Oh, and a little error there from Mike Evett. But luckily saved by the ref there, as Vikings was offside. Little play down the blind side there by the Bulldogs. Little goosey there from Ethan Rogers. A tip on play, great defense there from the Vikings. Mike Evett with a half break there, he's still away, missed tag. He's looking for his support player. Great recovery there from the Vikings players. Mike Evett would he'd say he could have made it. Seems to still have that pace there on him, but probably a little bit too early in the try in the box by Ethan Rogers. I believe that's a 1-point try in the box, because when mercy rule is called, the box tries, or every try from this point onwards, is counted as 1, including if a female scores the try. Vikings to tap. Little kick and chase for himself there. Great regather. Unfortunately losing his feet there. Seems to have hurt himself. But great little individual break there. Little blindside dart there. And just lucky there. Chadwin Smith saving the day there for the Bulldogs. Stopping a certain try there. Great little dart from dummy half from the Vikings player. A little loose pass there in the back. Vikings are throwing the ball. Great little footwork there from the Vikings player, but the referee has called back tag infield. Vikings testing down that. Oh, what great footwork there from the Vikings player. Well contained there by the Bulldogs players. Little bit of confusion there in the kick, and Ethan Rogers is away. Got a bit of pace. If he's in open space, it might be a little bit too hard to catch him. Little throw inside. Is it a forward pass? Try in the box. It's 1 point. Again, usually if the scores are close, a goal try in the box would be 3 points. But because mercy rule has been called by the ref, which again means if a team is leading by 10 or more points, all tries becomes 1 point, whether it's in the box, male or female. Yeah. Tap there by the Vikings. Little switch of play there, bit of footwork, a great tag there by Chadwin Smith. Very hard to get past the experienced Chadwin Smith there. Slide forward there, great footwork. Tell you what, this number 5 for the Vikings is showing a bit of speed and footwork there. Seems to be the go-to guy there, Chadwin Smith. 2 tags in a row. Very quick off the mark. Very hard to get away from him from a stand-in start. Going blind there, Vikings. Number 6 for Vikings, little half break there. Definitely showing some potential there. Number 5, balls away, play on, but late tag called. Advantage to Vikings. Penalty called for late tag by ref. Vikings 6 more. playing on 0. Little switch play there. The ball's gone, ref scored. Oh, intercept there by the Bulldogs. Looks like this will be a runaway try. Looking for support. Great support there by Levy. I believe that's Noah Levy. 1 point there to the Bulldogs. Current score is 18-4 to the Bulldogs. Little tip on there, little basketball pass. Tag there. Oh, and another intercept by the same player. Great chase there by the Bulldogs number 1. Again, showing a bit of showmanship there. A little smile as he gets towards the end there. And if you're up by 15 points, it's very hard not to be happy. But a great intercept and runaway try there by the Bulldogs player. Score is 15-4 to the Bulldogs. Play on call by the ref. Thought it would have been a little knock on there. The Vikings coached by Janka, who's also someone who plays actually in our social leagues. Great ambassador for the sport. Little chip and chase there, little block there by Chadwin, and a penalty call there by referee Zoe. Referee just asking the players to tuck their shirts in, as all players should have for the duration of the matches. Good tag there from Chadwin Smith. Chadwin Smith has saved Bulldogs a few times, and we'll be hoping to have his experience in tagging towards the later stage of the tournament, where the games get a bit tighter and quicker. Vikings on the attack there. Just looking a bit static at the moment, the Vikings, but well within control of the ball. Little spin there, closing the gap, penalty called by the ref. A repeat set. Bulldogs discipline probably needs to be tightened up moving on into the tournament, but I'm sure that is something they will discuss. And oh, and a great tip on there, a tag by Todd Jacobs, showing all his experience. Vikings are on the, oh, great tag there, little trip there. Intercept there by Stoffel. Stoffel's away. Great tag there from the Vikings. Just the little errors letting the Vikings down on the try line. Great little footwork there. Another little footwork. Going backwards there. Referee's call second tag. Great defense there from the Vikings. Chadwin Smith with the ball. Accelerates through the gap. There he goes. A little pocket rockets through. Passes back infield. 1 point to the Bulldogs. Again, if you're watching, the bonus box is only worth 1 point when mercy rule is called. And so all tries are deemed as 1 point. Vikings to take the tap at halfway. Great meters there from the Vikings. Coming down the blind side. A half break there, stopped by Todd Jacobs there. Vikings still in control. The Vikings coach screaming instructions from the side there, helping his young team out. Little show and go, little run through the gap there, makes a half break. Great scramble defense from the Bulldogs. And that is the full time for the first game between the Bulldogs and the Vikings, and final score is 20 points to 4 to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will be happy with that first win, and the Vikings, obviously being their first game in tag, will also be pretty happy just getting out there and having a go. But that's it for our first game, and we'll be back shortly in a couple of minutes for our next game between the Roosters and the Knights, which should be a very exciting game. So stay tuned and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. The Knights, who are captained by Carl Saunders, and co-captain is Keanu Klink. Both played for the Men's Opens in the Tag World Cup last year, so it should be for some exciting tag. And the Roosters led out by Sean Rogers, who was also the Mixed Opens captain at last year's Tag World Cup. So a lot of experience here for both teams. So looking to have some exciting tag in this next match. Just while we're waiting, team list for the Knights is Carl Saunders, captain; Keanu Klink, vice captain; Sean Harvey, Gio Venter, Adrian Meredith, Arthur Gallant, Zander Bauer, Keegan Kanga, Jody September, Sergio Rousseau, Luke Oilisfo, pardon the pronunciation, Ewan Vessels, Ateg Vlotman, and Charlie Fontaine, who is self-named Mr. Well Built. So if you see him around today, if you're here on the fields, you see Charlie, don't refer to him by his name. He prefers to be called Mr. Well Built. Just a little bit of a fun fact there. Roosters led out by Sean Rogers, John McConnell, Ricardo Links, Enrico Bunzea, Shaquille Searford, Ngeza Avuka, Insaf Levy, another one of the Levy sisters, Omar Alexander, Jamil Smith, Nazim Hendricks, Jude Miles, Ampele Ndike, and Tahir Davids. Once again, apologies for the pronunciation, but looking forward to this exciting matchup. Carl Saunders, the captain, seemed to be sitting out this first match. Uh, 2-0 to the Knights. This might be due to the and the kickoff's gone straight out. First error there by the Roosters. Knights to tap in the middle. 2 points to the Knights. That is due to, according to the TPL rules, you have to have 2 ladies on the pitch at all times. The Roosters, unfortunately, only having one. I'm assuming one's stuck in traffic. But nevertheless, the Knights are up by 2 points. Game's picked up a little bit here, these two teams. Sean Harvey, Gio Venter. Little switch around there, two experienced players. Little dummy there by Sean Harvey. Another one of our men's opens players from last year. Little hands there, little footwork. Fifth and last call by referee Stuart McConnell. Little basketball tip on there, intercept there by Ricardo Lynx. Roosters ball. Roosters looking to up the tempo, give a little back. Also filled with some experienced tag players and tag box players. Rogers with the ball, little show and go there, little switch back inside. Play on call there by the ref, but because the Knights player was in tagging distance, Ref Stewart has made the call for tag. Nice line running there. Ricardo Lynx, one of our mixed open players at last year's Tag World Cup. Look to see him show some magic throughout the tournament. Little confusion there, dummy half. Attempted kick there, played at, which will probably be called a repeat set. Tag one there called by the ref. Levy at dummy half, Rogers. Great line running there. Jono McConnell with the first try in the bonus box, 2 points. Jono McConnell, also a men's opens player. Had to unfortunately pull out last year for the World Cup due to studies. And also a avid hockey player. Played first team for his university, so had to choose between studies and understandably chose not to go to the World Cup. Kick off there by the Roosters. Knights regather. Almost a contact there, but referee Stuart McConnell has allowed that to play on. Little pirouette there by the Knights number 4. Charlie, Mr. Wellbelt on the attack, gets tagged there on the side. Tag called by referee. Keo, little tip on there. Keanu Klinks. Great tag there by the Roosters number 1. This is Luke, one of the newcomers to tag, based in Johannesburg. So this year we have a few players who have made the trek down from Johannesburg to play in the TPL and obviously push for higher honours with the South African tag teams. You'll see a couple of them throughout the course of the weekend. Roosters on the attempted intercept there by Hio. Hio was part of the 2018 Men's Opens team, one of the standout players in that tournament. This year is pushing to make the men's 30s tournament. Again, Coach Jody will be looking closely in the UK, watching our potential. And the Roosters on the break there, down the sideline. Quick hands there. Try scored there, 1 point. Referee scored try. The opposition Knights are calling for a handoff, but play has been allowed to continue, and Roosters have scored a try and are up by 3-0. It's a bit of a shaky start there for the Knights considering the experience they have, but I'm sure they'll pull it back together. Score is 3-2 to the Roosters. Sean Rogers to kick off. Kick off there, gathered by the Knights players. Luke, the attempted kick, charged down, cleaned up by Keanu and tipped on. Little accidental tip on there. Knock on call there by the referee. Just a little bit too excited there by the Knights players. Ball's out, the referee calls. Little goose step there. And try in the box. 2 points to the Roosters. Scored by Sean Rogers, their captain. Once again showing his experience there. Knights seem to be just missing a little bit of control at the moment, but look to see them gather their composure. Ball's gone. Gone 10, referee calls, play on. Tag made. Roosters with the ball. Little show and go there. Penalty for grabbing. Xander Boa, another newcomer to the team, played in the Somerset West League, which was won there by the A21 Misfits, if I might add. Very new, but definitely a lot of potential there. Also hoping to make higher honours. Roosters on the attack, a little back play there. Little contact there, ball's gone forward, called by the referee. Great scramble defense there by the Knights. Play the ball there to the Knights. Referee just telling them to bring it 5 in as per the rules and the laws. Mr. Wellbuilt tries to get through the half gap there. Sean Harvey looks a little tip around. Unfortunate error there that's picked up by the Roosters players and scored in the box by Jono McConnell. Pick up there by Zandaboa. Advances upfields, evades the first tag. Bit of a surrender play there, allowed to be played on by the ref. For your first time viewers, in tag, if you stop and surrender, it is generally called a penalty, as you always need to be advancing and not in a static position. Ooh, a little behind the play there by Sean Harvey. Time off call by the referee. I believe it is just a bit of jewellery that needs to be taken off. Again, in tag, jewellery, watches, hard caps are not allowed for safety reasons. Sean Harvey there with a little dart there. Zandaboa, another newcomer to the game, spots a half cap, but equally defended there by the Roosters players. A little kick there, little kick play, cleaned up by Mr. Ricardo. Good discipline there from the Knights player not to. Referee doesn't see that and calls a penalty to Roosters. Surrender, but no. Referee calls play on. Another one of our Levy sisters trying the hands at tag. Oh, and unfortunate error there by the Roosters players and picked up by the Knights, but referee calls no advantage. The Knights will have the ball on 10 metres out from the Roosters line. Mr. Wellbuilt with the ball onto Sean Harvey. Little planned move there by the Knights. Bit of confusion there on play of the ball. Ball's gone, great hands there, and a great tag there on the side by the Roosters players. Great side try saver there from Roosters player there on the side there, avoiding a 2-point score there from Adrian Edith. It's scrappy at the moment from the Knights. Lacking a bit of cohesion. Mr. Well built tries a little nudge up ahead. Tag call by referee Stuart McConnell. Luke with the ball and the dummy, and a great tag there by Ricardo Lynx. Ricardo, as mentioned, one of our mixed opens players at last year's Tag World Cup. Looking to try. He's and John McConnell with the break. Passes the ball on. Great speed there from Ricardo Lynx. Chased there by the Knights player, and great tag. Great tag by the Knights player. Nice little break there from Lynx. Great sportsmanship there and acknowledgement from Lynx, acknowledging the chase and the tag by the Knights player. One of the Stuart McConnell is in with another 2-point bonus try score. 9-2 to the Roosters. Just a bit confused there in defense by the Knights players. As I was saying, great sportsmanship there on the side, Ricardo Lynx. Just shows what sport's all about. It's about obviously competition and a rivalry, but also about building relationships and mateships and camaraderie amongst teams. Kick there, kick off, gone out into touch. It'll be Knights ball, played 10 in, or 5 in I should say. If you're new to tag, if a kickoff goes and bounce before the try line and goes out, it's a drop off. If the ball goes inside the 10, it's called a 50-10, and therefore the ball will go back to the kicking team. Oh, and a half break there by the Knights. He's away. Looks like the pace will catch him and gets him there, but a nice little break there. Knights got a little bit of momentum now. Great tag there. Great tag by the Roosters players. Little goose step there by the Knights player. Gio Venta. Another little goosey there. Oh, and a try. The little dummy show and go there by Keanu Klinks, showing his experience there with a 1-point try there to get the Knights back on the scoring board. Keanu Klinks joined the Tag family here early last year and initially missed out on the men's open team and was put into the high performance squads, where he paid his due and eventually got the call up to the men's open, and another one of our standout players and newcomers to Roosters there with a break. They come down the line with Enrico down, Sean coming across to the defense there, steps into Levy, little wayward pass, ball gone backwards, little pace there shown by the Roosters players for 1 point there. Great show of pace there from the Roosters play there. Number 1. Roosters seem to be in control in this game. Roosters, as you can see, have had their latecomers, the 2 ladies, so have now got the full complement. Luke with the ball makes a little break there. A little surrender play there, but referee's called play on. Oh, great little tip on there. Knights away. Oh, and a little wayward pass there by Keanu Klinks. Unfortunately, pass not going to hand. Tag there by Keanu. Enrico, little wrap around there with Mr. Ball's gone. 2 points. 2 points to the Roosters. Again, when a female has scored a try, it is worth 2 points outside of the box, and inside the box is 3 points. Great understanding of the rules there from the Roosters number 3. Sean Rogers with the kickoff. Kicks good. Keanu clicks at the back there. Little goose step there, little show and go through the gap, and great tag there by Sean Rogers. Bower, dummy half, Harvey. Knights throwing the ball. Good defense there from the Roosters. Sean Harvey calls. Oh, and the tip off there, just going behind the player, resulting in a knock on. Little step and trip there. Play called on. Oh, great. Oh, unlucky. Great line there by Ricardo Link. But a bit of experience and showmanship shown there by Gio Venter. Yeah, otherwise, Ricardo would have been probably in for a bonus spot. Let's try. So showing all his experience there, Mr. Venter. And a switch of play there. Great tag in there by Mr. Wellbuilt in the middle. Line running. Great tag there by Venter. A little short here on the blind side by the Knights. A little tip on. Ref, what does the ref call it? Ref calls a knock on, unfortunately there. A little bit lucky there for the Knights. A little dart from dummy half by Sean Harvey. Plays the ball quick. Mr. Wellbuilt here on the wing. Seems to have hurt himself there. Great tag there. Harvey. Great meters by Harvey. Knights just probably missing their captain Carl Saunders. Unfortunately, a knock on there by the Knights player, Luke, one of the newcomers. A little bit of frustration kicking into the Knights team. Little handoff there by Enrico. Penalty's given the penalty. Interesting tap play there by Sean Harvey there. The referee's allowed it to play. Oh, and the little run on. Great line running there by Zunderbauer. Needs to get back and play the ball there. Nobody on the right here for the Knights at the moment. Luke with the ball. Knights on the attack. Great tag on the end there. Last play for the half, called by referee. Little kick there, block. Oh, great little play there. Probably would have been called by forward. And that is our half time for the second match of the day between the Knights and the Roosters.